If you haven't noticed, we're vest people now.
In all seriousness, this is our review of the women's RFID travel vest by SCOTTeVEST.
And the men's Featherweight SCOTTeVEST. So we're gonna dive into our review of each of these vests, what we like, what we don't, and maybe who they are right for if you are considering buying a travel vest. There's a lot to go over with these vests.
And hopefully we don't get lost in the pockets. So let's dive in. I'm Lainey.
I'm Shawn, and this is Days We Spend in a Vest. So why do we have travel vests? Honestly, I've always been curious about travel vests ever since I was a writer for a carry-on backpack company. They're kind of the unofficial cheat code for traveling with a carry-on because you can fit a shocking amount of stuff into your clothing. So it doesn't count as an extra bag, it doesn't even count as a personal item, and if you travel in a carry-on like we do, a travel vest is a really good thing to add to your packing list.
We took a round the world trip in 2019 in carry-on backpacks only, and there were so many times during our travel days that I just kept saying, I wish I had a travel vest with pockets to deal with budget airlines.
Budget airlines, especially in Southeast Asia, will actually weigh your carry-on bag, and the allowable limit is pretty low. If you go over 7 or sometimes even 5 kilos, they make you pay for even a small checked bag.
Yeah, and this is actually happening even more now in Europe too.
SCOTTeVEST sent us these for review, so that's worth noting, but everything that we think about these vests is our actual opinion. We're gonna go over what we like, what we don't like. I have a different vest than Lainey, so we're gonna kind of take them as we go, but there are a lot of shared features and a shared aesthetic, as you can tell. That actually is the one thing that I don't like, is matching with your partner. It's just like, it's a slippery slope. You're like, oh, that's a great shirt. Oh, I'll get one too. And you're like, no! Because then we're this couple.
Well, we both got black.
Oh, God. So why don't we break down each of our vests, the features, the pockets, all that. Why don't you go first?
Yeah, so this is the RFID travel vest. According to SCOTTeVEST's website, it has 13 interior pockets and 5 exterior pockets.
Now, I think a few of those interior pockets are things like pen holders that counts as a pocket. So realistically, how many pockets are inside?
No, it's pockets on pockets on pockets. There's an RFID blocking pocket. There's a key holder, a glasses chamois cleaner. So the 5 exterior pockets, it really just looks like there's 3 because the front 2 have another like detail inside that counts as a pocket. Same thing with the interior. There's multiple pockets within the pockets, including the pen holder, what they call bud buckets, and the ability to like string a headphone, another pen holder, specific pockets for your sunglasses, and a camera.
So this is the Featherweight men's vest. I'm wearing a medium. I have 8 interior pockets, 8 exterior pockets. But again, part of the 8 is stuff like a pen holder and an ear bucket. Functionally, I have basically one sort of little mesh pocket, one big tablet pocket on the inside. So it's really only 2 pockets. If you're really looking at functionality, like this little strappy-doo counts as a pocket. I mean, you can put your headphones in there, but it's not a pocket.
Oh, I use mine for my Metro card.
I just don't want people to think that 8 pockets means 8 pockets. It's 2 pockets.
It's 8 features.
Yeah, sure. On the outside, you have 2, I think they call them hand warmer pockets, like what you would think of as traditional jacket pockets. 2 chest pockets. I use these a lot. And I honestly don't know where the other 8 pockets are for the outside. Oh, I think it's stuff like this, like water bottle strap probably counts as another pocket, as does, there's like a little coin pocket on the inside of here for like a spare key or money, but that's not a pocket. 4 outside, 2 inside pockets. So for me, this is a 6 pocket vest.
So both the vests share a couple features. They're both water resistant, stain resistant, wrinkle resistant, and machine washable.
So things we love about each of these vests. It's hands-free, almost bag-free travel when you're exploring a city or when you're in transit.
It's great for transit when you're on a plane or a train and you don't want to accidentally leave something behind because all your valuables are right on you at all times. It's even really comfortable for travel and Shawn, and I had no trouble sleeping on airplanes or even the trains with the vests on.
Yeah, they're really comfy. They're, again, like mine's really, really light. It's really well made. I like wearing it a lot. Another really nice feature of this is that it can carry a water bottle. The little water bottle strap that I made fun of, it does work. Like you can carry a small plastic bottle. You can even carry a large swell style bottle or Nalgene or whatever.
Because my hand can go up like the whole pocket.
Ooh.
Look, like
that's
the
kind of
whole
crazy
thing,
looking.
the whole side is the pocket.
Ah, that's awesome.
Yours too.
Oh yeah, whoa.
It's enormous.
I didn't realize it went up that high. We also love that there's a lot of pockets. There aren't as many as they say there are, but there's still a lot of good pocket options. These vests are stuffed with features, which I think is really great. It makes it so that you can customize your vest with how you want to wear it.
We also think it looks pretty nice when it's paired with a layer, but also if we're just wearing it on its own, it's really not as bad as I was expecting because we're not really vest people, but I think maybe now we're vest people.
It fits me really well. I'm fairly tall, I'm 6'1". I'd say it's a little bit wide on me, but like it's good for putting stuff into. And I'm also a little bit trim. If you're a bigger person, this is gonna fit really well. So a few things that we don't like. Number one, these are fairly expensive vests. The men's Featherweight is $174.
Yeah, and the woman's RFID travel vest is $184.
But you do get quality, so you do get what you pay for. These are really well made, and they look awesome.
Great. We've taken them on many, many trips already, and they look like we still got them.
Yeah, if this is something that you've been on the fence about, and you're worried that maybe they're too expensive, they're a premium item, but we give them, you know, thumbs up for quality build. None of the pockets are fraying, everything's great.
I think if I overstuff the pockets, it looks a little bulky on me. Just fine if I'm on a travel day, but not necessarily what I want to look like if I'm just out and about.
I think if you put a ton of stuff in here, like a Kindle, water bottle, batteries, headphones, all that stuff, it can get a little heavy. It's pretty good though at distributing the weight, especially if you zip it up.
If it's zipped, I found only if it's zipped. As like a small, petite, 5'1" person wearing the size small, I found that it just feels really heavy unless I have it zipped up when I have it full of things for traveling.
You can fit a ton of stuff in here. It's not this is not a carry-on backpack. This is just a thing that can help you explore with less stuff.
Yeah, and if you overstuff it, I mean, you're gonna feel a little bit like a marshmallow. That's kind of inevitable.
You're gonna look cool.
And as much as I love all the pocket options, I really do think mine has like 18 pockets. I do find that sometimes I forget where I put things. Like opening and closing zippers. I'm like, wait, no, not that one. Wait, no, not that one. So sometimes it's almost a little over-designed and there's almost too many options and things, which, you know, everyone's going to come up with how they want to use their vest. So it's a little more customizable in that sense. But it can just be a little overwhelming or add to the weight of the actual vest to have more features.
I'm wearing literally the lightest vest that they make. And I don't know that I would wear this anywhere during the summer. It would honestly just be too hot for me. You really need to wear these when it's going to be slightly chilly, because once it gets hot, like you feel it in this, like the neck, I mean, you could fold it down, I guess, but if you take this off, it then becomes like an absolute negative. It's this like thing you're carrying around with all your stuff. Whereas like a sling bag is always a sling bag, a backpack's fine. A black vest, even a really lightweight one, I feel like I would sweat really badly in this on any medium summer day, especially in Europe.
And we didn't want to get khaki colored because I kind of feel like it would just look a little too safari-ish.
Yeah. Which brings us to who is this for? So I would say that this vest works best as a base layer. We're wearing these right now so that you can see what they look like. But when we wear them on a travel day or while we're walking around a big city like Madrid, we'll typically use them with an outer layer, a light jacket or a shirt. That way that we can, what's the nice way to say this? There's a little bit of a dork factor when you're wearing matching vests. So if you're in a very hip European city, we wanted to sort of cover them up. And honestly, they look really great underneath a layer.
Yeah, and honestly, I did wear this on top of my sweater when I was in the airport on a recent trip we took, and I felt fine because everyone's dressed for airport travel in an airport.
Yeah.
And in that case, I was kind of too warm if I put another layer on top.
I think yours looks really good. I was actually, before we started filming, I was like, you look great.
Yeah.
So I think they're hipper than you probably expect. I like wearing them. I didn't expect to like wearing this vest as much as I do, especially on travel days and days where I know I'm gonna be walking around for most of the day and I want stuff on me, but I don't want to bring a backpack.
So my favorite use case for this is for travel, of course, on an airplane, but I'm surprised how much I really liked using it when we went to Madrid. I didn't want to carry a purse or a backpack or a day pack of any sorts, so I loaded up the vest pockets and I felt so free. And we actually accidentally ended up walking through like a rally and I wasn't worried about my stuff. It was a really crowded Sunday, really nice weather, so everyone was outside. We even went to the Prado Museum and they don't allow bags inside. And so I didn't have to like check anything into a locker. I just had everything on my body. And that's so different for a woman and like a female who doesn't usually have a bunch of pockets.
Yeah.
It felt really liberating and I really enjoyed that.
It saves you the hassle of thinking about your bag, or if you go get lunch, you don't hang your bag off the back of your chair, you don't forget it at the bar, everything's on you.
The convenience of having all of your stuff on you for travel days is so
It's really nice.
I was like, oh, airline ticket, here's my boarding pass. Woo.
It is a one-stop shop for what you need on a flight
Yeah.
and a train.
Yeah, because typically I would use a little like lumbar bag or a sling bag, but oftentimes airlines will ask you to put that in your carry-on bag and you're not allowed to like bring it as seen as an extra item, even though it lives on my body during the flight. So I've swapped that now with a vest and I never get bothered.
So my verdict is, if you're considering a vest, this is a very good vest to go with. Pockets are killer. It's a pretty well-made vest, especially when you pair it with another layer. It looks cool.
Yeah, I really think if you are someone who's looking for a travel vest, just make the leap and get one. I think I waited too long before actually getting a travel vest because I was thinking about it for years. I just thought it was really expensive, but I can see that it's worth that cost if it's something that you really want and you know that you're going to use.
We're gonna be wearing our travel vests when we travel around Europe, so if you see us and we have our vests on, say hey.
If you're not a vest person, we can't turn you into vest people. But if you like vest, maybe you'll become a vest person like us.
We need a holiday for vest people called SCOTTeVEST,
Vest?
Well, happy Festivus!
where you pull out different grievances from your pockets.
Tradition of Festivus begins with the airing of grievances.
You have 18, you're like an advent calendar of grievances.
An extendable aluminum ball.
So thanks for watching this weird, deep review of two dum-dums wearing vests. And thank you to SCOTTeVEST for sending the vests for review. We're big fans. If you're interested in buying either of these vests, we have links in the description, and you can help out the channel if you want to click one of those links and go check it out.
So make sure you subscribe to our channel. I'm Lainey.
I'm Shawn.
And thank you for spending your day with us.
You gotta zip it up. Zip it, zip.
We're vest people now.